Good morning everyone, it's Jeanette here, the enthusiastic gardener, and welcome back to my garden on what is a beautiful day on the very first day of April the 1st, and the clocks have now changed. We've had our first week of spring and I've had a wonderful few days in the garden. It's been so windy, but today it's calm. So I hope you've enjoyed so far the first 3 of my series of 4 quick garden jobs for you this Easter. Today in the United Kingdom we have an extra public holiday, so I'm not sure if people around the rest of the world have that, but we are very fortunate. But it's so calm today, and I have my final project to share with you, which I'm going to do over here. So welcome back to my garden again. Before we do today's project, I have such exciting news to share with you, which I have been so excited to tell you, but I wasn't allowed to, but now I'm finally allowed to. And that is that I have been granted a space at this year's Chelsea Flower Show, which I'll put the dates on the screen below, so if you're able to come along and see. But let me explain. I have been granted one of the small gardens to design, and there's a new category this year, and it's going to be called Tranquility in the City. It's a very small space. It's 6 metres by 4 metres, and actually that is the exact same dimensions as our cabin over there. So it's been very helpful actually, because I can kind of visualise the space, which is very important. I've been very fortunate. I've managed to get a sponsor. One of our large British financial institutions has agreed to sponsor me. I can't reveal yet who the sponsor is either, I'm afraid, but I am allowed to tell you about this exciting space at the Chelsea Flower Show. So I have growers all lined up. They are in Birmingham, which is a little bit of a distance for me, but it's working out fine. I've put all my plans in, all my designs, requests for plants, etc. We were going to have originally a lot of boulders, big boulders, but now unfortunately my budget has slightly decreased. I'm not going to do the boulders because hiring cranes is incredibly expensive, you've no idea. So it's going to be called Tranquility in the City, and of course there'll be water features, there'll be lots of colour, there'll be my garden style. So I'll tell you more about that as the months progress, but it's very exciting. I wanted to share it with you, now I'm allowed to. So today's project is, I haven't thought of this myself, I have copied this from Laura at Garden Answer. She had this idea and it just rang a bell with me. You may have seen it. It involves these coat hangers. So I didn't have any, I had to order coat hangers, wire coat hangers from Amazon. So I'm going to do one in this bowl here. When I went to the garden centre the other day, I was looking for ivies that had long trailing leaves, and there weren't any, there was just these new little babies. So I have a lot of long trailing ivies already in lots of pots, so I'm going to borrow those or steal those, and I will replace them with these small ones. So they'll grow in time, but it would not have looked very effective if I'd have used this. So let's get on with it, and I'll show you in this bowl. This one I'm going to give to Mum, but it's my trial, and then I'm going to put hopefully 3 of these when I make them in my window box, which I thought perfect idea. So let me show you quickly. I've never done this before, but let me show you quickly, and hopefully it will all work out well. So here's my pot. I'm just putting this in the bottom just to cover up the hole. But you can use anything. You can use little stones or coffee filters. It's only so that the water can drain out, but the soil doesn't come out the hole and clog up the hole. So we just fill it up. This is a quick hopefully a quick and simple job. And this is just potting on compost. John Innes number 2, potting on compost. So there's my potting compost. Now all we need to do is get a coat hanger like this, bend it into a circular shape as much as possible. It doesn't have to be perfect, because when the ivy starts growing, you won't see any of this wire. So that's what it looks like there. Then we're going to straighten up this so it looks like that. Next trick is get a piece of cane or some sort of a stick, and we want it to be the depth of the pot. Like that. You can obviously, probably if you had a deeper pot it would be better, but this is still going to work, I have great faith. So we're just going to get this wire and wind it around to secure the wire to the stick. There you go, that's what it looks like, and that is the hardest part of the job. So we push that down, make sure it's in the centre, and push the soil around to secure it. So that is what it's going to look like there. Bit wonky. Wonderful. And if it's a little bit wonky, then that just makes it more rustic. So here is my ivy, which I've just dug up from a pot. And you need one that has either 2 stems, or you could plant 2 separate little plants. But this one, as you can see, has a lovely long trailing where it's got 3. It's got 4, so that's perfect. So we're just going to plant that in front, in the middle. But as I say, you could get 2 little plants. So I'm just popping that in there like that, and I'm sure you can guess the next bit, because all we're going to do is take the shoots and we're going to weave it around, round and round. Like this. Like that. Then we'll do one this way. Oh, hello Lottie. I'm going to weave this one this way. Then we'll get another one of this side. This one here will go round this way. We have 2 more. So this one, we'll push it through here and we'll go round this way, tuck that one in, and then finally we have another one here. We've got this one, we can go around there, and we have this one. Go around there. I'm going to pinch off these ones at the front just to highlight the circle a bit better. But that's it. Give it a little water. And that's it. That's as easy as that. That took 5 minutes. And I think it's very pretty. And it will fill in more. That's it from all angles. I think it's lovely. I'm going to give that one to Mum. I'm seeing her today. So I'll take that down. I'm going to make 3, I think, to go in here. I'll take these out and they need to be planted in the landscape. I do have a bar here, as you can see. So what I'll do, one, I think 3, but I think that will look lovely. We'll have 3, 1, 2, 3. I just thought that was a wonderfully easy little project, and I'm also going to make myself another one, and then when I have my table and chairs eventually, I could put it in the middle of the table. Very nice. So let me make those 3 and then I'll show you the finished design in the window box. I've just remembered one other thing that I wanted to share with you. After I showed you these balls, which were actually lampshades, lots of you said to me, don't paint them, do what Richard says, keep them white. But then I had more good ideas of what about getting some solar fairy lights. So I thought that's fantastic. So I've got from Amazon some solar lights. I've only just dug them in, so they need a whole day in the sun, and then I can unravel. They're just like little, can't remember how many lights, but they were very inexpensive. So I'm charging those, and then I will put them in later tonight, see if they work. Then I'll dot the balls somewhere. It has to be obviously in a sunshiny spot so that they can charge. But I'll show you, hopefully, fingers crossed, what that looks like. I'm not sure where they're going to go yet. So when it's dark, we'll come out and see if that was a success. It's about 7:30 in the evening. We still have daylight, as you can see, just about. I'm waiting for these solar balls to light up to see if it's worked, the idea that quite a few of you gave me, so thank you for that. And I don't know if they'll end up here, but I just thought they're quite prominent and I can see them from, I always sit in there. I sit in there and I can look, that's my view. This is my view from the chair that I sit in. So it would be nice, I can spot when they light up. Took the Kerexes out of the window box and I've put them here, which I think will be ideal. I literally scooped them up into a ponytail and chopped off about probably 5 inches. So I think they look very cute there. I have finished the 3 wreaths. Went down, took Mum her wreath. She absolutely loved it. Came back and did those. So that's what they look like. As you can see, the one on the left is rather more spindly, but never fear, because these are going to really start growing, and I can always plant some little annuals in the front, which I thought would be a good idea. So still no sign of light as yet. So I'll put that on at the end of this video, and I just have one more thing to tell you quickly, which I've forgotten to tell you about the Chelsea Flower Show, so bear with me. Here's the final thing about Chelsea Flower Show, which I forgot to tell you. I'm Jeanette, I'm the Enthusiastic Gardener. Thank you so much for joining me for these 4 days of Easter gardening. Loads of fun. I hope you managed to have some fun too. Take care everyone. Bye. They're on everyone. It worked. What a good idea you had. Lots of people suggested that. Thank you. It's so pretty.